Hello, good people, smart people, and believers, and welcome back to my channel, Transams. Currently, my content is about quotes from Ibn Abi Talib. He said that safety lies in silence. It's easier to rectify what you miss by silence than to secure what you lose by speaking. The complete title is The Wisdom of Silence, exploring Ali Ibn Abi Talib's teachings on safety in silence. Please stay tuned with me so you'll get inspired and motivated facing life's obstacles. By the way, Ali Ibn Abi Talib's renowned for his profound wisdom and deep insights left behind a wealth of teachings that continue to guide and inspire. One of his notable quotes is, "Safety lies in silence. It's easier to rectify what you miss by silence than to secure what you lose by speaking." This statement highlights the power of prudence of silence, emphasizing that restraint in speech can prevent many problems that is often easier to correct the consequences of silence than the repercussions of hasty words. So I will delve into the meaning of this quote, its implication, and how it aligns with broader philosophical and spiritual teachings. So what is the power of silence? Definitions, guys. Silence, often undervalued in a world dominated by constant communication, holds a significant place in many spiritual and philosophical traditions. Ali Ibn Talib's quotes suggest that silence is not merely the absence of speech, but a conscious choice that brings safety and wisdom. The meaning of power of silence, from the power of silence is using for preventing misunderstanding, because silence can prevent misunderstandings and conflicts that often arise from hasty or poorly chosen words. When we speak without thinking, we risk communication, which can lead to unnecessary disputes and hard feelings. And the second, the power of silent function is for self-control and discipline, because by practicing silence requires self-control and discipline, and it teaches us to pause and reflect before responding, ensuring that our words are thoughtful and mature. And the sixth, the function of power of silence is for listening and understanding. Why? Because silence creates space for listening, and by remaining silent we can better understand others, gain new perspectives, and respond more thoughtfully. And the last function of power of silence is for avoiding regret, because words once spoken cannot be taken back. Silence helps avoid the regret and damage that can come from saying something in the heat of the moment that we later wish we hadn't. So, what does it mean by rectifying the consequences of silence? Based on Ali Ibn Talib's quote, also points out that it's easier to rectify what is missed by silence than to secure what is lost by speaking. So this idea underscores the flexibility and reversibility of silence compared to the often irreversible impact of spoken words. So the first consequence of silence is as opportunities for response, because by silence give us time to consider our words and actions. If we later realize that we should have spoken, we can still do so with more thought and clarity. And the second, the consequences of silence is for avoiding rash decisions, because silence can prevent us from making rash decisions or commitments that we might later regret. It allows us to deliberate and make more informed choices. Still, the consequences of silence is for maintaining relationships, because relationships can be easily damaged by harsh or thoughtless words, and silence helps preserve relationship by reducing the likelihood of causing offense or harm. Let's see the historical and philosophical context about a quote above here, the value of silence. The value of silence and the caution against hasty speech is a theme that resonates across various philosophical and religious traditions. The first historical philosophical context of silence was coming from Islamic teachings. In Islamic traditions, the importance of guarding one's speech is emphasized in the Quran and Hadith. So the Prophet Muhammad is reported to have said, whoever believes in Allah and the last day should speak a good words or remain silent, based on Sahih Bukhari Hadith. Okay, and the second historical philosophical context on silence, the power of silence or the value of silence, is based on Christianity, because the Bible also highlights the wisdom of silence. On Proverbs 17:28 states, even a fool who keeps silent is considered wise. When he closes his lips, he is deemed intelligent. And the second historical context on value of silence was coming from Buddhism, right? In Buddhism, right speech is one of the components of the Noble Eightfold Paths. It emphasizes speaking truthfully, kindly, and beneficially, and knowing when to remain silent. And the last historical and physical context on the value of silence was coming from Stoicism. The Stoic philosophers value silence and restraint in speech, and Epictetus, a prominent Stoic, advised, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. So what are practical application of silence? You don't know, guys? Please stay tuned with me, so we get inspired and motivated facing life obstacles. So by embracing the wisdom of silence, as described by Ali Ibn Talib, can have profound implications for our daily lives. Here are some practical ways to incorporate this wisdom. First, practical application of silence. You can pause before speaking. By developing the habit of pausing before speaking, use this moment to consider whether your words are necessary and kind and true. And second one of practical application of silence, you can practice active listening by focusing on listening more than speaking. So this not only helps you understand others better, but also build stronger relationships. And the third one of practical application of silence, by reflective silence. It means you have to take time each day for reflective silence, and using this time for meditations, prayer, or contemplations, allowing your mind to settle and gain clarity. And the fourth practical step to a particular application of silence, we can avoid gossip and idle talk, steer clear of gossip and unnecessary chatter, focus on meaningful conversation that add value to your life and others. And the last practical step of practical application of silence by mindful communication. It means when you do speak, be mindful of your tone, choice of word, and the impact your speech may have on others. So, what's the next function, the balance of between silence and speech? While silence holds immense value, it is also essential to recognize when speaking is necessary, because silence should not be used to avoid responsibility or important conversations. The key lies in finding a balance between silence and speech, guided by wisdom and compassion. The first functions, the balance between silence and speech, is for speaking justice, because injustice and wrongdoing should be addressed, and silence in the face of injustice can be complicity, and it is crucial to speak out when necessary to uphold truth and justice. And the second function of balance between silence and speech is for expressing love and support, because silence should not prevent expressions of love and support and encouragement, and positive and kind words can uplift, strengthen relationships. And the third function of balance between silence and speech can be used for effective communication, because in professional and personal settings, effective communication is vital, and clear and thoughtful speech can prevent misunderstanding and build trust. Finally, Ali Ibn Talib's quotes, "Safety lies in silence. It is easier to rectify what you miss by silence than to secure what you lose by speaking," offers timeless wisdom on the power and prudence of silence. So, by embracing silence, we can avoid many pitfalls of hasty speech, preserve relationships, and cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and others. These teachings aligns with the core principles of various religious and philosophical traditions, emphasizing that true wisdom often lies in knowing when to speak and when to remain silent. And by practicing mindful communications and reflective silence, we can navigate the complexities of modern life with greater clarity, compassion, and inner peace. So, in a world where words are often spoken without doubts, Ali Ibn Abi Talib's insight serves a powerful reminder of the value of silence, and by prioritizing thoughtful speech and embracing the wisdom of silence, we can create a more harmonious and understanding environment for ourselves and those around us. So, smart people, good people, and believers, help you remind this quote and apply it in your life as your daily character, and share to another one, so you can influence people to live wiser and avoid the conflicts or any or troubles in daily life. I think that's all for today. Thanks for your attention. Thanks for your subscribing my YouTube channel Transam, and have a nice life as an afterlife based on Islamic teaching. See you again. Bye bye.